The MIT Women's Technology Program, WTP, is a rigorous 4-week summer academic and residential experience where female high school students explore engineering and computer science through hands-on classes, labs, and team-based projects in the summer after 11th grade. Students attend WTP in either electrical engineering and computer science or in mechanical engineering. The goal of WTP is to encourage these students to apply to colleges with engineering and computer science programs and to pursue these fields as their careers.
We deliberately try to pick in the application process students who do not already know they want to be engineers. We don't want students who have been exposed to engineering, and we want the students who are thinking, I might want to major in biology, I might want to be a doctor, I'm not sure what I want to do, I like art, so we want the students who are good in math and science but haven't been exposed to engineering and don't really know much about it. And it's really fascinating to see their views on engineering change, because when they come in, many of them have the stereotypical view that engineers and scientists work alone, they're often male, they don't interact much with other people, and as they find out when they're here, so much of engineering is teamwork.
And also the lack of female role models. Many high school girls have not met a female engineer or computer scientist until they attend college.
And so when they get exposed to not only lots of different role models in the field, but also the actual material itself, they really start to get so excited about all the potential and start to see that they themselves might be able to be in this field one day. And I think that's the main goal of WTP, to really give them a taste of something, but still leave them wanting more. And we want to spark this interest, and we want to show that these topics that we love and are excited about are things that other people should also love and be excited about. And so I think a little bit, spreading the message of telling them how wonderful the opportunities are in engineering and science, so that they can pursue that, whether it's back in their hometown or in college or beyond.
So I was part of the WTP Mechanical Engineering 2006 class, which was the first year they ran the Mechie track, and I actually didn't want to be an engineer at all. I really wanted to be a documentary filmmaker, and so I was applying to summer programs for film and arts, but my physics teacher said he'd only write me a letter of recommendation for those programs if I also applied to WTP. I was really good at math and science, but I never really knew what engineering was, and I really enjoyed it because I think on the first or second day they gave us a toolbox and we got to take apart a printer and see all the parts inside, and I was like, oh, this is awesome. So it really, really opened my eyes and changed my life for real.
I think it's also really interesting to watch because you get this completely different perspective. For a lot of us, having been in our fields for 10 years or maybe a little more, you sort of forget what it was like when you first started, and to see these girls both struggle but also have these moments of just total joy when they get something to work, it is a really, really rewarding experience. And hearing the students say, oh, I had no idea about this topic, but now I want to do this, or I want to do this, or maybe they say I want to do exactly what you're doing in your research, is a really good feeling, because it feels like a little step towards improving all of the environments and all of the conditions for everyone in engineering and science, but especially women.
In my physics class, I was the only girl, and so I thought that's how it was. But seeing all these other females actually really boosted my self-esteem and made me much more confident in my abilities. And I feel like I left the program with a much better sense of myself than coming in, which was really amazing.
The way I counsel my undergraduate advisees and my own children is really, you have to find what you're passionate about and then do it. And don't worry if it changes throughout time, but just find what you're passionate about and do it. So seeing people go through the program and realize that this is something they could actually love and be passionate about is what I most love. And I'm so grateful to get this opportunity to affect these young women's lives in such a positive way.